All right, cool. I'm here with Alpha Diallo, who was a 4-year player here at Providence, 2-time All Big East, 1,000-point scorer. I think you had something like 850 rebounds or something like that. So a successful career, which made the tournament twice, 2 times, three, should have been 3 times.
Should have been 3.
3 times without the COVID year, but, I'm glad to be able to be, speaking with you and talking with you about, your career in the Breakfast Club. So give us some background about where you're at now, where you're playing, where you've been playing the past couple of years after PC.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me, JB. I remember you coming up as my guy was redshirting, sitting out, but you was always in the gym working, made us better that year. And a lot of our point guards, they got a lot better because you was, on that scout team kicking their ass. So you did your thing, and I was proud of you guys for the season you guys had last year. So, but for me, for after PC, graduated 2020 summer online, of course, and then from there I went to Greece. Started my first professional season in First Division Greece. We had a really good year. Made it to the championship. Lost in the championship against one of the top teams in Europe. And then from there, this past year, I signed with the team in Monaco. So I was playing for the Monaco team. And then same thing, made it to the chip again. So 2 good years under my belt. So looking forward to see what's next for me.
Good. So you were, like you said, when you mentioned earlier, when you were here as a senior, I was redshirt. And so I was able to see, the work that you guys put in and, the culture that you guys kind of set for guys like me that were transferring in and for freshmen coming in as well. Just kind of like you guys kind of set the standard of the work ethic that you got to have to play here and to compete in the Big East. And, ultimately that started what we have now is called the Breakfast Club. But, you regard as one of the originators, one of the OGs in the Breakfast Club with Coach Thomas. So can you give us a little bit of, how that kind of started, or, was that just something that just came about, or did you guys plan that?
Yeah. So basically Coach Thomas, Coach Dowdle, Coach White always emphasize, putting in that extra work. So whenever we could get the time to put in some extra work, we try to get in there. So usually, sometimes we try to go before classes, which that's 6 a.m., at 7 a.m. work. So that's when that Breakfast Club thing, Coach Thomas installed in us. Hey, it's the Breakfast Club right here, man. We up, we gonna get it in before breakfast. So I think that right there resonated to the work that was being put in, and then everything just followed after that,
Yeah, I definitely picked up on it, the first summer being here, and then especially in the fall, seeing you guys in there working early in the morning. That kind of made me, if I had the opportunity to get up early and go work out with y'all, or, if I had any other time to, whether it was at night or early in the morning, to get in the extra work. So did you kind of like bring guys along with you, or did you see it more as people saw the work that you put in, that you set by example, and that kind of made guys want to get in the gym more, get up early in the morning and work out?
I think it was a little bit of both, you could bring guys with you, but at the same time, when they see that you putting in that extra work, it motivates some guys to do the same. So with having the year that we had, it was only right to bring guys in with you to help them get better also, so that individually they got better, and then as a team, that chemistry grew, and then as a team, you guys got better also. And I think that showed on the court, So just bringing guys along. Some days, when you're not feeling it, you got your other teammates right there next to you, and they pushing you. So those are some of the days where, you just got to keep going and keep striving to be the best.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, like you mentioned, having the success that you had, and that, the teams that you were on, that they had, definitely that Breakfast Club and that early morning work, it definitely paid off. And, I just want to know, like, what was like some of the things that you worked on, during those workouts? Was it like a specific thing that you want to work on, like your shooting and ball handling, or was it just whatever you were feeling that day?
Yeah. usually when I come in with the coach, we usually have a plan on what we're going to get better at. And for me, it was real versatile because I would work on handles, shooting, big man work, footwork stuff. So for me, it was real versatile, just trying to keep that all around in my game. So yeah, it was real versatile for me.
Okay, cool. So, and then after you left PC, and it was no more, Coach Thomas. It was, no more working out in the FDC. Did you take those habits that you made, with working out with Coach Thomas in the morning, and did you keep those going to, your next step in your career, like getting up early, working out, or, bringing guys with you, or just do you even still call it the Breakfast Club, when you work out in the morning?
Yeah, so you definitely got to continue. That's the thing with it, with the Breakfast Club, and all just putting the extra work. It's always a consistency thing. So you got to stay consistent with it. And I think once I left, I definitely stayed consistent with the work, and I think it's shown. But at the same time, as a pro, you got to find your niche wherever you are at. So just understanding some of the other guys that you're around, and seeing the kind of work that they put in, and just learning new things, because you never know everything. So just learning from everybody and the new players that you're on the team with, and seeing what those veteran guys do. So and adding that to your game.
Yeah, so I definitely picked up on, especially you and Malik and Khalif, you guys' work ethic, in the gym, since I got here. I definitely picked that up. Some of that came from you guys, seeing you guys work, you guys being older, more established in the program, but still seeing you guys put in a consistent work ethic. Have you, in your professional career, have you picked up on some stuff, from some of your other teammates, that were older, that are, been overseas for a while, been in the program, and, if you did, what were some of those things?
Yeah, so let's see. A guy I got to play with this past year was DeMontis Montejunas, who played in the NBA for about 7-8 years. He was with the Houston Rockets, Spurs, different things like that. Played in China for a couple of years. So just watching him and watching how he treats his body, and how he goes about his training. He's in there 2 hours before, just warming up his body and lifting weights and getting ready for practice. So different things like that. And he has a full-time trainer with him every day. So just seeing how he goes about his regimen and how consistent he is with it. Even on his off days, on our off days, he's in there putting in the work. Even if it's not something big, he's doing some treatment stuff for his body, or he's doing some stretching, or different things like that. So just seeing the work he puts in for his body, and it shows. And on the court, that he's played a long career, and that's something I hope to do also.
Yeah, see, that's something I got to pick up on is, stretching and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Work doesn't always start, when you hit the court, you got to do some stuff on the court too. So
exactly.
Yeah, that's helped you out. Another thing, before you got to PC, were you accustomed to getting up early and working out before school, or was that something that you kind of picked up on when you got here and you had to get, accustomed to doing that while you were in college?
I'll say for me, it started at prep school. When I was at Brewster Academy, I think, just getting up on your own and going to work out at 6 a.m. I think that started for me in prep school. But before that, you would be in high school and you'll have 6 a.m. workouts with coaches and stuff like that as a team. But I think for me, just doing it on a consistent basis started in prep school.
And so now that you look back, you say it started in prep school, getting up on your own, and then now you went through college where you worked out with coaches on your own time in the mornings, and then now you kind of on your own again, on a professional level. Do you see yourself getting better, or still improving on, pushing yourself to get up early to work out? Or, is it harder now that you're on your own again, you're older and you're getting paid to do what you do? Is it harder to, get yourself up early in the morning and getting in the gym, or you still got that same hunger to do it as if you were in prep school?
I ain't gonna lie to you. It's definitely harder just because, when you working as a pro, your body it takes a beating. So just having that mental capacity to say, hey, I'm still gonna get up in the morning to get that work in and put in the extra. So I think it's definitely harder, but I think once you put in a schedule and you stick to your schedule, I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah. So when you were getting up early in the morning, working out, throughout any time period, was it mainly just skill work on the court, or was it like conditioning as well? Was it just like, maybe some band drills here or there, anything else other than just skill work, like shooting and stuff like that? Did it consist of, other kinds of workouts?
I think for me, what I learned in college is basically just to feel your body and know your body to the fullest and know what you need. Some days maybe you need extra conditioning to wake the body up. Some days you need some skill work to work on your handles and some touch around the rim. So just try to understand your game and understand your body, and from there just like I said, create that regimen and then stick to it, because that's the biggest thing. Just stick to what you promised yourself you're going to do, and don't stray away from it.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of advice that, I could take, and, some of the younger guys we got here now. And, what other words of advice as far as, guys that are coming into a new program, or guys that are, transferring, or freshmen coming in, or guys that are that been here for a while, that are looking to, increase their production and increase their role? What's some, words of advice that you could give them?
Hey, put in that work. I'm a big guy. I'm big on being a competitor, and just compete. Just compete and practice in anything you can compete in to try to win a spot. Just compete at it, and you never know. So, and always be ready when your number's called. And that starts even before you're on the court. So putting in that extra work with Coach White and making sure your body is in tip-top shape to, battle the physicality of the Big East and stuff like that. So, so just I'm big on competing. So
good. So yeah, I think that's good. Pleasure speaking with you about your work ethic, and it means a lot to me because you were here when you were one of the leaders on the team captain when I first got here. So, being able to see somebody like you as a team captain, all Big East guy, 1,000-point scorer, somebody that was able to, set the tone and, help build that culture that we got now of just, consistently being in the gym and, helping create the Breakfast Club. Because, it's changed. We got T-shirts now. We're making videos during interviews. So, it feels good to be able to talk to you about it. Somebody that kind of, made that thing happen, made the Breakfast Club happen. We're going to continue the tradition of, keeping it going. So appreciate you taking the time to talk to me about it and, give your words of encouragement and advice for me and, some of the younger guys we got.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me, JB. Like I said, man, I was overseas last year, up at 3-4 in the morning, just watching some of y'all games, just proud, man. Just like, let's go, like, just hype. So I'm definitely looking forward to what you guys are going to do this upcoming year, and I'll be tuned in. So appreciate you for having me, my boy.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate you taking the time.
Sure.